I recently heard about a guy named Tom, 71 years old, from a small town in Ohio. He went to bed one night feeling perfectly fine, had dinner with his kids, watched some TV, no major health issues. But the next morning, he didn't wake up. His family was devastated, completely caught off guard. What happened? Could anything have been done to prevent it? The hard truth is, after you hit 70, some everyday bedtime habit stuff you've probably done for years can quietly put your health in jeopardy. They can raise your risk of heart problems, strokes, or even sudden complications, and most folks don't even know they're doing anything wrong. In this video, we're breaking down 5 sneaky bedtime habits you need to avoid if you're over 70. These might seem harmless, like little routines you've never questioned, but they can take a serious toll on your health and how long you stay active and vibrant. Some of these will surprise you, and others might be things you do every single night without thinking twice. Stick with me until the end, because the 5th habit is something way too many older adults do without realizing it's putting them at risk. I'll also share easy swaps to help you sleep better, wake up stronger, and keep your health on track. So, let's jump right in. Habit 1. Loading up on heavy meals late at night. First up, eating a big heavy meal right before bed. You might be thinking, come on, I've always had late dinners and I'm fine. But here's the deal. Once you're in your 70s, your body doesn't handle food the way it did in your younger years. That late night plate of ribs or creamy Alfredo pasta could be doing more damage than you think, messing with your sleep, your heart, and even your longevity. Back when you were 40, you could probably polish off a steak at 9 p.m. and sleep like a rock. But now, your metabolism's taken a bit of a breather, your digestive system's a little slower, and breaking down heavy food takes more effort. Eating a big meal close to bedtime can trigger acid reflux, disrupt your sleep, or even cause blood pressure spikes, all of which are tied to higher risks of heart attacks or strokes at night. Ever woken up with that tight, burning feeling in your chest, or like your heart's doing a little dance? That late dinner might be to blame. Here's what's going on. When you eat a big meal before bed, your body's forced to focus on digestion instead of settling into the deep, restorative sleep you need. Your stomach's pumping out acid, your intestines are working overtime, and your heart rate stays up when it should be winding down. It's like asking your body to run a marathon when it's supposed to be chilling out. For example, let's say you had a hearty chili or a loaded burger right before bed. You feel full, maybe even cozy, but when you lie down, your stomach struggles to keep all that acid in check. It can creep up into your esophagus, causing discomfort, coughing, or even that scary choking feeling that jolts you awake. Even worse, late-night eating can throw your blood sugar out of whack, especially if you're dealing with diabetes or are at risk for it. Research shows that older adults who regularly eat late have a higher chance of developing metabolic issues that contribute to heart disease. And if acid reflux becomes a regular thing, it can weaken the muscles in your throat, increasing the risk of aspiration, pneumonia, serious lung infection that's especially dangerous for older folks. So, how do you fix it? Aim to finish your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. That gives your body enough time to digest without working overtime. If you're hungry late at night, reach for something light and easy, like a handful of walnuts, a few slices of pear, or a warm mug of chamomile tea. These won't stress your system and might even help you drift off easier. It's all about syncing up with how your body works now. Make this one small change, and you'll lower your risk of nighttime health issues while waking up feeling more refreshed. Habit 2. Gulping down too many fluids before bed. Next up, drinking a ton of fluids right before you hit the sack. We all know hydration is important, and generally, it is. But if you're over 70 and chugging a big glass of water, tea, or juice just before bed, you might be setting yourself up for trouble. If you're waking up 2 or 3 times a night to run to the bathroom, it's time to take a hard look at your evening drinking habits. As we get older, our bladders aren't as good at holding onto urine for long stretches. Your kidneys keep filtering fluids at night, and your body gets more sensitive to even small amounts of liquid. So, that big glass of water you down before bed, it's practically a guarantee you'll be up at 3 a.m. needing to pee. And yeah, that might sound like a minor inconvenience, but it's a bigger deal than you think. Getting out of bed in the middle of the night, especially when you're half asleep or a bit unsteady, raises your risk of falling. Picture this. You wake up, your bladder's screaming, and you shuffle to the bathroom in the dark. Your blood pressure hasn't caught up, and suddenly you're dizzy. That's called postural hypotension, and it's one of the top reasons older adults have dangerous falls that lead to broken hips, head injuries, or worse. On top of that, those nighttime bathroom trips mess with your sleep cycle. Every time you turn on the light or stumble around, your brain gets confused and thinks it's morning, which disrupts your melatonin, the hormone that helps you get deep, restful sleep. Bad sleep doesn't just make you groggy. It can weaken your immune system, spike your blood pressure, and even speed up cognitive decline. Studies show that older adults who wake up frequently at night have a higher risk of dementia and memory problems down the road. So, how do you stay hydrated without overdoing it? Try to front-load your fluid intake earlier in the day. Drink plenty of water in the morning and afternoon, and ease off as evening rolls around. If you're thirsty at night, take small sips instead of downing a whole glass. And watch out for hidden troublemakers like coffee, soda, or even some medications that act as diuretics and make those bathroom trips worse. By tweaking your routine, you'll sleep more soundly, cut your fall risk, and keep your health in better shape long term. If you're finding this helpful so far, drop a 2 in the comments to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Your support keeps us making content like this. Alright, let's move on to habit number 3. Habit 3. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. Number 3. Keeping your bedroom like a sauna at night. A toasty bed might feel super inviting, especially on a chilly night. But if you're over 70, sleeping in a hot room could be quietly working against your health. A lot of folks turn up the thermostat or pile on thick blankets thinking it'll help them sleep better. But it's actually doing the opposite. A warm bedroom can increase your risk of heart strain, dehydration, and lousy sleep quality. Here's why it matters. As we age, our bodies aren't as great at regulating temperature. Your ability to sweat and release heat takes a hit, so it's easier for your core temperature to climb too high while you sleep. When that happens, your heart has to work harder to cool you down, putting extra stress on your cardiovascular system, especially risky if you've got heart issues or high blood pressure. Ever woken up in the middle of the night feeling sweaty, restless, or like you can't catch your breath? That's your body struggling to keep its temperature in check. Research also shows that sleeping in a warm room can lead to dehydration, even if you don't feel parched. That can make your blood thicker, upping the risk of blood clots, heart attacks, or strokes, particularly for older adults. Take someone like Margaret, a 74-year-old from Toronto who loves her heavy down comforter and keeps her room at 78-degree Valve. She wakes up tossing and turning, feeling foggy and wiped out the next day. What she doesn't realize is that her warm bedroom is throwing off her body's natural cooling process, keeping her from hitting those deep sleep stages that boost memory, immunity, and overall energy. So, what's the ideal temperature? Experts say to keep your bedroom between 60 and 67 degree Valve for the best sleep. Sounds a bit chilly, I know. But you can layer up with breathable cotton blankets instead of heavy ones that trap heat. Lightweight, moisture-wicking pajamas are another great way to stay comfortable. Here's a quick tip. Try cracking a window for some fresh air, or using a small fan to keep the air moving. It not only cools things down, but also improves air quality, which can help with breathing issues that might disrupt your sleep. By keeping your room cooler, you'll take stress off your heart, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling sharper and more energized. Habit 4. Staring at screens before bed. Here's one that's super easy to fall into. Scrolling on your phone, tablet, or watching TV right before bed. It might feel like a relaxing way to wind down, but if you're over 70, those glowing screens can do some serious damage to your sleep and overall health. Screens give off blue light, which basically tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. This messes with your melatonin, production the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. For older adults who already produce less melatonin, this can make it even tougher to fall asleep or stay asleep. Poor sleep isn't just about feeling tired the next day. It's linked to higher risks of heart disease, a weaker immune system, and even cognitive decline. Plus, the mental buzz from screens, whether it's a dramatic Netflix show or a heated news article, keeps your brain wired when it should be calming down. Think about someone like John, a 72-year-old from Sydney who loves checking his emails or watching crime dramas before bed. He can't figure out why he's tossing and turning all night or waking up feeling like he barely slept. That blue light and mental stimulation are keeping his brain in high gear, stopping him from getting the deep, restorative sleep his body needs to recharge. What's the fix? Try to put the screens away at least an hour before bed. Instead, do something calming like reading a paperback book, listening to soothing music, or even some light stretching. If you really can't resist checking your phone, grab some blue light blocking glasses or switch your device to night mode to cut down on the impact. These small tweaks can help your brain shift into sleep mode, improve your sleep quality, and lower your risk of health issues tied to poor rest. If you're still here and finding this useful, drop a 4 in the comments to let me know. Your feedback keeps me motivated to bring you more tips like these. Let's move on to the final habit. Habit 5. Sleeping in a position that doesn't work for you. Last but not least, sleeping in a position that's not doing your body any favors. Most of us don't think too hard about how we sleep. If it feels comfy, it's fine, right? But after 70, the way you position yourself in bed can have a huge impact on your breathing, circulation, and heart health. The wrong position can quietly increase your risk of serious issues like sleep apnea, poor blood flow, or even heart strain. As we get older, our muscles lose some tone, our lungs aren't as efficient, and our circulation slows down a bit. Sleeping in a bad position can make these issues worse. For example, sleeping on your back might feel natural, but it's one of the riskier positions for older adults. Gravity can pull your tongue and soft tissues back, partially blocking your airway. This can lead to obstructive sleep apnea, where your breathing stops and starts multiple times during the night. A lot of people don't even know they have it, but it's linked to higher risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, and even sudden cardiac events. Consider someone like Ellen, a 76-year-old from Vancouver who's always slept on her back. Her partner notices she sometimes stops breathing for a few seconds at night, but she shrugs it off as just getting older. Over time, she starts waking up with headaches, feeling exhausted, and struggling to focus during the day. Her doctor eventually points out that her sleep position is contributing to undiagnosed sleep apnea, putting extra stress on her heart every night. Even without sleep apnea, sleeping on your right side can put pressure on your heart, making it harder for blood to flow efficiently, especially if you have heart issues. This can lead to fluid buildup in your lungs or legs, which can increase the risk of congestive heart failure over time. So, what's the best position? Experts suggest sleeping on your left side whenever you can. This position helps your heart pump more efficiently, improves circulation, and can even reduce acid reflux by keeping stomach acid from creeping up into your esophagus. If you find it hard to stay on your side, try using a body pillow to keep you in place. Elevating your head slightly with a supportive pillow can also help keep your airways open and reduce breathing interruptions. Got joint pain or stiffness? Pop a pillow between your knees to align your spine and ease pressure on your lower back. These little adjustments can make a massive difference, helping your body stay in the best position for healthy breathing, circulation, and heart function. You'll wake up feeling more rested and lower your risk of nighttime health complications. Wrapping it up. All right, let's bring it all together. We've gone through 5 bedtime habits that might seem like no big deal but can seriously impact your health after 70. Eating heavy meals too late, drinking too much before bed, sleeping in a too warm room, staring at screens before sleep, and sleeping in a position that doesn't work for your body. Each of these can quietly affect your heart, your sleep quality, and how good you feel day to day. The great news? You don't need to flip your life upside down to fix them. Small, intentional changes to your nighttime routine can improve your sleep, lower your risk of serious health issues, and help you wake up feeling stronger and more energized. Take a moment to think about your own routine. Are you waking up a lot at night, feeling too warm or restless? Maybe you've been sleeping on your back for years without realizing what it's doing to you. The first step is noticing, and now that you're aware, you can take action. Here's my challenge. Pick one of these habits to tweak tonight. Maybe have dinner a bit earlier, turn down the thermostat, or try sleeping on your left side. Even one small change can add up to a big difference over time. Thanks so much for watching today. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which tip you're going to try or what you learned today. Your thoughts mean a lot and keep me inspired to make more videos like this. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share it with someone who could use these tips. Your support helps me keep creating content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.